Hello, my name is Onur, and I'm going to conduct a free response interview with you. It's going to take about 10 minutes, and this is going to be recorded for my teacher to view this, and it's for educational purposes. And do you have your consent?
Yes, I do.
And do you have any further questions?
No, I don't.
So my first question is, how do you feel about playing music?
So, when I play music, I feel very happy and relaxed in general. I play like four instruments, and the reason why I've learned um, how to play those instruments is because it's really like a self therapy for me, and I really do enjoy listening, making, or just feeling or being present in the music. And the feeling that I feel most is happiness, I would say, when I play music.
So can you elaborate on those feelings?
Of course, as I mentioned, I feel really relaxed, relieved, and really happy. Um, it's the only way for me to feel that kind of relieved. Just playing music and being in the moment with music is the only way for me to just feel the relief. And that's why I spend most of my time playing music or listening to it. Um, yeah.
From what you shared, it seems like you really enjoy music and you feel really happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
Did I get it right?
Yes, of course.
Um, so, can you clarify more about which instruments do you play and how does that make you feel?
Yeah, of course. So I play the piano, flute, guitar, and ukulele, and these are kind of different instruments. Like the piano, the flute, and the guitar, very different instruments, and I really do find happiness from each of them individually, actually. And the reason why I've learned um, so many instruments is because it's really different from one another, and I feel a different kind of emotion in a certain way from each one, and that's why it really excites me, actually.
Mm-hmm. So, can you give me an example of your experience on one of these instruments?
Of course. So, yesterday I was really stressed about my um, lecture, and as soon as it was finished, I was at home and sat on my piano and started to play it. And at that moment, the first moment me pressing the key was um, even that moment was a relief for me. And I once acknowledged the importance of music in my life that moment, because I was so stressed. I was so anxious about my studies and life in general. And the moment I started to play the piano at that time was actually the best thing that could ever happen to me at this time.
Mm-hmm. You really enjoy playing these instruments and you feel really happy about them. So, can you tell me about your first experiences when you first played instruments and how did that make you feel?
Yeah, of course. So, I was 9, and my parents decided for me to play the instrument, uh, an, an instrument, and it was the flute. And they said that, okay, so from now on, you will start to have some flute classes, and at that time I was really confused and didn't think much of it. But as soon as my first lecture was done, I really thought to myself, even my 9-year-old self thought that, oh, okay, this is my life right now. This is what I live for, and this is actually I I couldn't forget that moment and that feeling of me. Um, the 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 happiness in me. Yeah, that was my first experience with my first instrument.
So, do you think that music in general will have a place in your life?
Yes, I really do think that because my mental state is actually really depends on music. If I do not play or listen to it, I can assure you that my life gets worse in terms of my mental state. I don't know why. Maybe I know why, but mostly um, music does really affect on my mood and my life in general.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we talked about your experiences playing music and music in general. So we talk about um, how do you feel about playing music, and mm, how was your experience of this interview?
So I've really enjoyed this interview because the questions that you asked me really gave me good insights about myself. I had to chance to think about my situation in general and my feelings. So thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah, so lastly, I wanna talk about what you said. You said that music directly affects your mood and your mental health. And is this right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, do you have further things to say about it? Any further questions?
No.
So, thank you very much for collaborating with me.
Thank you.
So, yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome.